What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. And today we have some news regarding Jordan Raanan. Now, Jordan Raanan is probably my least favorite Giants reporter out there. I probably get the least amount of information from him. And, we're going to talk about everything that he had to say in just a bit as he took a shot at Giants content creators. And we'll go through all the context as well. I know a lot of people are just taking that comment, and just throwing everything else away. But we'll get into everything. Let's roll the intro. Now, this all started when it came to Jordan Raanan's tweet he made saying some final loose ends on the Joe Judge Mark Colombo situation. There was a strong difference of opinion between the two. Players noticed the tension on the field multiple times. Judge said he made the move because it was in the best interest of the New York Giants short and long term. See, here's what I don't get, and this is why G-Man Prod, who really sparked this whole thing, why are we still talking about this? He asked a perfect question. Why are we still talking about this? There was no new information, no new tidbit of information here that anybody could have used that was beneficial here. We all knew the situation with Joe Judge and Mark Colombo, and that's such a cookie cutter answer for Joe Judge to say that was, I guess, worthy of Jordan Raanan reporting on it. We don't need to stay on this, all right? I know Jordan Raanan and the rest of those writers need something to write about because there's not much going on right now, and so they got to put content out somehow. And that's the difference between working for ESPN, working for a network, and being independent and doing your own thing. So if Jordan Raanan, if you're watching this, that's one reason why I like my job better than yours. So, G-Man Prod says, why are we still talking about this? Hank says, because sports media has become an absolute joke. Time to move on. And I'm going to like that one right there, and I like this one as well. And it says here, sports media is just like regular media, there to cause problems and panic. I get all my info from Giants content creators on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And it's funny because just a couple of days ago, this has become a topic within the Giants community. A lot of my subscribers and a lot of other Giant content creator subscribers have said this on streams, talking about, I would love going to you guys' channel. You guys have the best opinions. You guys aren't controlled by any sort of media outlet, right? You guys aren't controlled by a network and what to say, and aren't paid based on certain takes that you make, right? Because obviously Jordan Raanan also, has his own agenda on things. This guy has some weird takes on things, has asked some really negative questions all the time to Joe Judge about Daniel Jones, just begging for Daniel Jones to fail. Just stupid questions as well, just dumb questions. You can see Joe Judge is not very thrilled by Jordan Raanan either. So we can get to just a little bit of the comments on this, and what really sparked up the huge conversation was this tweet by Jordan Raanan saying, LOL, you mean you get your info from the people that steal the information plus profit/benefit from our hard work? Cool. Let me get this straight. Your hard work? Okay, you went to college to get hired to ESPN. I get that. But let's get something straight here. Right now, I'm not using my good camera, so that's one thing. This desk, I wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for doing this. This microphone, I buy my own equipment. I buy my own software. I buy my own hardware. I learned how to edit. I come home from a 40-hour-a-week job to do this, which is like another 20 to 30 hours a week. I mean, we are working nonstop in the YouTube community. Forget about the Giants community, the YouTube community, and the YouTube sports community, and we work tirelessly to get content out to our subscribers and guys that want to see our content. And you say, people that steal your information, how can you steal public information? That boggled my mind. The first sentence was so stupid and ignorant. How can we steal public information? You put out the report for us to do what we will with it. There's no guideline on what to do with your information that you break. By the way, I never use anything that comes from your mouth, Jordan Raanan, or your Twitter feed. Never. Maybe a couple of times. but I hate using you as a source because I know how opinionated you are. So I like to go to guys like Mike Garafolo and even general guys like Schefter or Rappaport, right? I don't go to you. I'll go to any other writer, but not to you. So let's get one thing straight. If I'm stealing anybody's information, it's not yours, all right? That being said, profit and benefit off of your hard work. That would mean that we break the news and act like we're breaking the news and not giving out the sources. I can't name, and it's funny here because there was a retweet here by Mike Too Nice, and he had a really good comment as well, kind of, having things on common ground and not really, sparking any sort of bad involvement here, bad conversation. Let me just see if I can find it here. It was the second comment here. So, all right, so this is the one that Jordan Raanan actually replied to. So, props to you, Mike Too Nice, member of the Giants community here on YouTube. He says, no disrespect, but the content creators work hard as well. Not even just for me. I'm just saying in general, it's time consuming and takes commitment. He says, I respect a lot of what they do, especially from a graphic and film breakdown perspective. Lots of good ones out there. I was talking mostly from an information and news perspective. So, talking about information and news perspective, you're probably talking about me. I don't really break the news like that, but most notably, the Entertainer Talking Sports. Chris, the Entertainer Talking Sports, he is the news outlet for the New York Giants in the YouTube Giants community, right? And I've never once seen Chris never cite his sources. In fact, he's probably the best at doing that. Chris would even put his sources in the title, saying someone reports. If it's Jordan Raanan reports. So how are we stealing your information? How are we profiting and benefiting off of your information? We are simply relaying the information to our viewers. And by the way, most people would not even know who you are if it wasn't for us. Because we're the guys looking at you guys' tweets and articles and things like that. We are the guys that do the heavy lifting in the Giants community, because a lot of guys don't have time to read articles and go on Twitter and follow all these reporters. They look to us to gather all that information and give it out to the public. Okay, we are a bridge between you and the casual public or any Giants fans or any sort of sports fan in general. We are the bridge. If anything, we are helping you guys, because I guarantee you wouldn't have most of the recognition you have on Twitter if it wasn't for the Giants community now then following you, because we have been citing your work. So let's get that straight here. We're helping you. We're helping you here. And like I said, it's not like I go to your Twitter or your articles for information as it is, because I know how opinionated you are in your articles and in your tweets. Okay, I try to go to guys that just break the news, not give their take on it and spin things around. All right, Raanan? All right, so that being said, there's a couple of responses in here that kind of make all right. But that being said, I don't get why he's jealous here. And let me get something straight. I said this in my tweet to Jordan Raanan. Let me find my tweet. I might as well just show you guys what I say. I said here, how can you steal public info and hard work? We also write articles, because I write articles, fanofannetwork.com, if you guys haven't checked it out already. We produce our videos, we edit our videos, we buy our equipment, we buy our software, and etc. They don't do any of that. They don't produce their own things. They don't have to go out there and buy a mic, buy a camera. Well, now they do, because ever since the pandemic, they've been trying to do our job. And they've been doing a terrible job at that, because they look like Minecraft characters through their crappy cameras. And they always have connection issues, and you would think things are going professionally. Look at ESPN. Look at First Take, how they're doing everything from home now. Look at all their cameras. They always have delay issues. They always have audio issues. They always get that fuzz in the background. Okay, they're very inexperienced. They're trying to do what we do ever since the pandemic. They were forced to do what we do, and now they understand what it's like. So this is a very passionate subject for me because, I mean, I work hard doing this. And I started from the bottom, okay? I didn't get any network helping me out. Sure, I didn't go to college to get this done, but I didn't get any network helping me out on this, all right? I didn't get a blue check mark beside my name on Twitter for me to be verified in everything I say, all right? I started with 0 subscribers. I started making YouTube videos with a crappy little phone, and I worked my way up to everything that I have now. I would not have any of this if it wasn't for what I do here on YouTube. So yes, I get passionate about this, and this is personal to me, and it should be personal to the subscribers out there, because you guys are why the Giants community on YouTube even exists. So if anybody should be pissed off about this, it should be the subscribers. It should be the viewers. Not only the content creators. This was an insult to you as well. He's saying, why are you watching us? You should be listening to them. That's what he's saying. He's basically insulting you guys on where you get your information from. So, that being said, I had to go off on this. I had to. Jordan Raanan probably wouldn't have the clout he has today if it wasn't for Giants content creators citing his work, and then being the bridge for other fans to go ahead and follow Jordan Raanan or any other Giants reporter or beat writer or any sort of media analyst and so on, right? So, listen. We all things work together. All things should work together. And, you know, I never really spoke out about Jordan Raanan, but I've always had my reserved thoughts on Jordan Raanan. So, out of anybody, it would be him to make a comment like this. It really would be. But that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Woo.